What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of New Gameplay. Today, I'm your host, Alex Van Aken, joined by John Carson. How you doing, John?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited that we finally get to show off some missions.
Yes,
in
Saints Row missions. Of course, joining us, Brian Shea, wrote the cover story.
Yeah, I am deeply embedded in the world of Saints Row at this point.
So this is some exclusive gameplay. These are two missions that we played as part of our cover story. We went several days hands-on, and yeah, we're here to talk about what we saw and kind of show off some missions proper. So,
And main story missions, not just side missions or criminal ventures as we all talked about in like our previous coverage, but like these are like mainline story missions.
Yep.
So the first one is making rent, which is a very early on mission before you're even considering becoming a gang, from what I understand. I mean, we didn't get to see the full context, but this is before they were even considered a gang. They were just roommates living together as low-level members of rival gangs. So you have the boss, who is your character, Kevin, Nina, and Eli, and you're basically trying to make rent, as the name of the mission implies. So you're going to rob a loan office called Payday. So right now we're en route to that, and or this is afterwards, I guess. Now, sorry, the footage does jump around a little bit. So the cops are now chasing them, having ripped off the Payday loan office. Now
You're getting like a tutorial on the driving stuff, so you'll see some car combat here, some side swiping, some drifting.
I gotta say, it's so satisfying too, like playing the game. I said in some of my preview that the car combat's my favorite part of this game, I think, right now.
Yeah, they revamped it, so not only can you climb on top of the roof and start firing, so you have a better view of like during the gunplay, but you can also like juke your car left or right and like kind of like ram into cars on the side and push them into like the barriers and the walls and everything. It's very, very satisfying, and the driving feels great as well. So right now we're on our way to stashing the car, because the cops know this car, and then there's a getaway car that's supposed to be here. But Los Panteros, which is Nina's old gang, found out that we were running this operation in their territory. They're not too fond of that, so that battle ensues. And Los Panteros is more about muscle and kind of like short-range, powerful weapons.
Yeah.
And so they put the getaway car on cinder blocks. And now we gotta kill them and then make our getaway before the cops pull up, because they're gonna hear the gunfire, obviously.
Yeah, and just for listeners, let's let them listen to the gameplay. I know people wanted to hear it in action, so we'll watch this fight play out and then pick up the commentary right after that. All right, so we fought them. What happened after we fought them, Shay?
So basically, the cops were on their way because they heard the gunshots, and the getaway car was on cinder blocks. The other car was already made because they saw us fleeing the scene of Payday. So we jumped on some dirt bikes that were in the junkyard, and now we're making our getaway here through the desert. You see the cops are chasing us, but it's just there's a lot of chase scenes in the desert. I found, at least in the missions that we played, both the side missions and the mainline missions. So this is the end of the making rent mission here, and
lots of jump
on our tail.
This jump is great right here. Yeah, good jump.
Yeah, it was a good jump.
The landing was a little bit rough, but yeah, good jump.
Bad landing, good jump. And you can do tricks and stuff on the dirt bikes as well. Now we are swapping, and I'm sorry for all the cuts, but hey, we got some stuff to show you. This is Idle Threat, start of Idle Threat. We are going to look for Kevin, who was taken hostage by the Idols, which is like this neon-dressed techno
anarchy.
Anarchy, exactly. And they are one of the primary gangs in the game.
Do your worst. You can't kill us all.
Yeah, what do they focus on? Just like, aren't they all about chaos?
There's strength in numbers, and it's also I mentioned that how the members of the Saints they all came from different gangs. Nina came from Los Panteros, which we saw in the last clip, and then Kevin actually came from the Idols. So the Idols found that he was pretty much betraying them, so they captured him. I think because he was like leaving the gym or something like that.
Yeah.
And your character came from Marshall, which is a like a militaristic, highly trained, high technology gang. But yeah, the Idols are all about strength in numbers. So the guy wouldn't talk. Nobody would talk and tell us where they were holding Kevin. So we found a guy that was in a porta potty, tethered him to the car, and now are wreaking havoc and covering him with all kinds of terrible substances, I would imagine.
And taking out more idols in the process by eliminating their camp.
Yeah, this is a camp, so you can see there are idols in this camp running around shooting at us, going around and use this as like the crappiest wrecking ball of all time.
And this is that was a look at one of the new mechanics called tethering. And you can do that in open world if you have the right vehicle that has like the right equipment. You can just like essentially tow things behind you and use them as wrecking balls. It's really fun. You know, it could be a porta potty like that. It could be a trash can. There's several different types of things that you can tether to and drive around and yeah, just cause mayhem. It's a lot of fun.
So this is the end of that same mission. We already went up to the top of this tower and rescued Kevin, and now he's like, hey, you want to get some revenge? So we wingsuited down to a party the idols were having. And now it's just basically more combat. We can shut up if we want people to be able to hear again.
Yeah. Show off this.
Blowing up a tourist sign? What is wrong with you people?
You were never worthy of us.
Sucker, get over here! Nobody walks away from the idol.
So what you're seeing is also some of these takedowns that you have that you earn through basically killing enemies.
Yeah, you'll see that
the more
cinematic
takedowns that you've seen.
That fleur-de-lis that's at the bottom of the bottom center of the screen there is your meter for that, and as you take down more enemies, that'll fill up and it will give you an option to take out enemies.
And that those types of takedowns also refill your health, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a look at, granted, cut up, but you know, hey, we're showing what we can show, right? So Shay, John, thank you for joining me. Thank you everybody out there for watching, and thanks for showing all the excitement and watching these videos. We appreciate it. Definitely helps us to get cooler and cooler exclusives in the future. So thank you for your support. Of course, the Saints Row coverage rolls on. We've got more to show, more to talk about. Head over to GameInformer.com/Saints Row for our for all of our coverage. You know, if there's a video, if there's a podcast, written piece, it's all going up at that hub, GameInformer.com/Saints Row. Of course, if you just want to stick around on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment down below letting us know what you think of this footage. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.